is a combination of, and from an accounting perspective, the farm will hit next year, but Heyday again, Quarry Ridge, and West Lawn, and Amazon. Can't forget about that one. So kind of if we kind of back up to sewer operating revenues, positive results again, only 105,801. Overall net position change of $1.8 million. Both funds are in great financial health. After Kyla's presentation today for the Gaston looping project, our rate forecasting obviously had an all-in cost at $1.9 million for that project. So with the project coming to about 1.3, 1.4 total, that will have a significant impact on decreasing what that projected rate is. So as we kind of go into that rate study, I would just expect to see better results than previously provided. Any questions on the information that I provided today?
Anyone? Okay. Thank you, Cam.
Thank you.
We'll move on to number 8, the director's report.
So
Engineer.
included in your packet is the memo for directors and engineering report, some high-level things. On Wednesday, February 25th, we did have a entire system SCADA failure throughout our system at about 5 p.m. We had both Dave Uris, the utility superintendent, and Jeremy Solomon, the utility tech, took the shift overnight to make sure that our systems, both lift station, towers, and wells, were all running manually. LW Allen came Thursday morning, and what was determined was all of our SCADA communicates to Tower 1, which is up on Grove Street. We don't actually have a water tower there. It's just called Tower 1. And the antenna was misaligned. So everything that was bouncing from Tower 2 and Tower 3 to Tower 1, we think it was an icicle, something misaligned it, would have never guessed. However, we are actively monitoring, making sure nothing else is wrong, as that entire SCADA system is brand new from our upgrades.
So can I ask a question? Mm-hmm. With all the overtime spent, we can't recover any of that?
Not right this minute.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Because that was the first thing I was looking into, if it was an actual failure for the SCADA system itself, is that it should be recoverable.
But then aren't they the ones who put the antenna up?
Yes, but the antenna was working when they put it up. We can talk more offline.
Okay, that's fine. I just, you know me, dollars
I
and
know.
cents.
No, trust me. I'm aware, because
Okay.
there was something else that there was a mishap, and they've already.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Frontier Communications is coming into the village for a village-wide fiber update. Given the impact that has on our utility staff for diggers locates, we've asked Frontier to pay for a third-party digger locate. So that is still in the works with Frontier. I do not have a start date. They're still working on updates from my plan set.
And we have a history with Frontier. When they were here, 2 before you,
Mm-hmm.
right after JJ.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't repair a patch for over a year. They wanted to misplace a bunch of their
Pedestals?
pedestals, and it came to some very hard conversations before they finally agreed to do what they were supposed to do.
Okay, good to
So
know.
I only give you a heads up that there's a history.
I can do that. I'll make sure I'm on it.
Thank you.
As part of the 2026 Streets and Pet Improvements Project, the Well 3 driveway that was placed, that is going to be replaced as part of our operational budget for the water utility, was advertised and came back just over $20,000 for that entire replacement. We're going to go ahead and move forward with that. So I also got a second bid from a third-party vendor, and they came in at $27,000. So we got a good price, including it in the streets project. Not included in the director's report, because we just found out this morning, Tower 3 is planning on being both cleaned and drained the first full week of April is what we're tentatively planned for. So you will see that it's part of our 3-year cycle that we signed on with OR and part of our DNR requirements. Heyday Cottage Grove is still moving forward. They finished the storm sewer problems that they had had. Well 2, we had a pre-construction meeting. Construction is still planned to be started late summer, early fall. The Farm Interceptor, they're going to be testing the sewer here any day. They're about at the 30 days since install, and then final restoration will happen. And then the stormwater utility feasibility study, Strand's working through the impervious delineations of the entire village and all the businesses, so that takes a little while. So I hope to have an update here in the upcoming months as we continue to move forward with the stormwater utility. Any questions for me?
Yeah, going back to your Heyday item, so they're relaying public storm sewer that was installed incorrectly the first time.
Correct.
This is not the first set of pipes out on this project that they've replaced. And given our history across the street at Authentics with the same situation, is there another round of televising prior to this all being accepted? Or, what if something settles in the next few months before it becomes ours, that we're gonna check this one more time before we inherit more problems?
I don't believe that I've seen the sanitary sewer televising because I don't think they've completed that yet. And the pipes that were relayed were storm sewer. But for the outfalls at the ponds, but we do not typically require televising, but Strand has been outside given the history that we had with the other development. They have been on site for pretty much every single pipe that has been installed instead of jumping around where usually we have a little leeway with developers. Not leeway, but we manage time.
Okay, I just don't want to inherit some bad spots.
I completely agree, and I don't want it either.
Point well taken, Mike, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, we're done with that. Number 9, future agenda items. Speaking off of Mike's comment, I know we have a few more years of our friends across the street being televised. I think we need to start thinking about when they stop televising, and then 5 years from now, we have a problem, and now it's our problem. I don't know if there's an answer. I know Chris had some ideas a couple of meetings ago. So I just want to put it on the radar and go from there if that's okay with the rest of us. Okay, anyone else on future agenda? Okay, and now, number 10, adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn? Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you, everybody, as always. Enjoy the winter weather.